Hey guys, Graham here with another White Coat Webisode. Excited to talk to you a little bit today about what we're calling marketing for dummies. Now, obviously, I know you guys aren't dummies, but we wanted to be really simple about how to craft and then actually execute on a basic marketing plan. The very first piece of advice I have is just do it. Marketing is an investment in your business. It is meant to have a return on that investment. And almost anything you do, unless you just absolutely muck it up, is going to provide some sort of return on that investment. The next thing I can suggest is you kind of need to know yourself, you need to know your audience, and then you need to know your product, and then you need to be able to craft a message that meets those needs, right? So communicate your voice in a way that is appealing to your audience and then compelling based on the services that they may be looking for, or the products that you provide. The word that always comes to mind here that I always think about when I talk about marketing is being niche. The more niched you are, the more successful you're going to be, and the easier it's going to be for you to measure your success, especially early on. As you grow, you can certainly expand on what you do and the offerings that you provide. But in the beginning, you want to be as niched as you possibly can and as specific as you possibly can with your marketing. Other tips, other pieces of advice that I can give outside of really niching down is picking the right channel. Understanding the channel that makes the most sense for you, your business, and your audience is really important. You know, if you're selling blue jeans, you probably want to be all over Instagram. If you're selling a service, that probably doesn't make sense for you. You know, ask yourself, if you are based in Texas, do you work in New York? Probably not. So what you really need to do is you really need to be able to capture your local audience. Oftentimes your Google business profile is the best place to do that, but also making sure that when you publish your website, when you communicate about who you are, what you're doing, if you're based in Austin, Texas, you might want to mention the Longhorns. If you're based in New York, you might want to mention the Giants or MSG. I don't know, but you'll know because you're there, you're a part of that community, and you're speaking directly to other community members. So again, know what channel to use. Maybe that's Google Business, maybe it's frankly the local newspaper. It doesn't matter. It's all about what channel are your prospective patients on and how can you reach them. And then when you reach them, make sure you're crafting a message that communicates who you are, but is uniquely suited to your audience. You know, if you are a chiropractor, don't talk all about how pretty people's eyes are. It just doesn't make sense. You want to talk about back pain and how you can help people get back to living their fullest life. So understand your voice, understand who your audience is, understand the product that you're providing, and understand the channel that you want to market to them on. And then finally, just do it. This has been another White Coat Webisode. You can find us at White Coat Web or www.whitecoatweb.com. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening.